Hey family, let's talk about it. Black gay men and committed relationships. Why do we avoid them like the plague? Now don't get me wrong, before I go any further, yes, there are some really beautiful black gay couples who are raising kids, who look good, who got it going on, they're working great jobs, they got houses, their families accept them, and all kinds of shit. And we know who they are because they got Instagram accounts. I mean, they do got Instagram accounts. Some of them, and some of them, they're not on Instagram. Like I have a couple of black gay male couple friends who they've been together since the 70s. I think one couple, they've been together since like 69 or something like that. And those bitches, they are a ship. They be like, yes, we've been together since 69. And we might be old, but the year we got together, stuff we still do in the bedroom. I'm like, y'all are nasty. But keep that shit up, okay? You know, I love and I love when we're able to really keep the spice in it. But I also noticed that there are a lot of us in 2018 who seem to avoid it like the plague. For me personally, I've been very lucky to be in two relationships. One of them was 2 years, and the other one that I just got out of, it was 5.5 years, and we broke up last year, unfortunately. You know, I still love them. We made a commitment to continue respecting each other and work on building just a solid friendship outside of that, because when you transition from a love relationship to just friends, there's still feelings and things like that, and it's not an easy process. But we did, you know, promise to work on that. And I'm not upset with him or anything like that, but I do know he lost the best thing that ever happened to him. But I'm not mad. No, but I mean, you do have to, you know, try to have a good understanding of all of the things as they relate to affairs of the heart and how we love. And I feel like a lot of us simply miss that. I feel like there was a time, because I know when I was growing up, I really did think that, you know, you grow up and you meet somebody, you like them, they like you, and you run off into the sunset. And of course, that's not always the case. But I see it more in our community. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of single white gay men too. But it seems like for black gay men, we just simply avoid love like the plague. We will chase this trade. You know, trade the little boys that, you know, they look straight and, you know, they sit up on your sofa while you at work, you know, playing with their hair and, you know, got their hands all in their underwear and stuff, pulling toe jam out, running up your cable bill and shit like that, eating all your groceries. And a lot of us are attracted to that. Oh, I like him because he come over here and he fucks me down. But there comes a certain time in your life where you're going to need more than that. Because there are a lot of older, you know, single gay black men that I know who, some of them work really great jobs, but they don't have love. And to me, that's sad. And I know that it's something that they're missing, because when you go to certain bars, they're there on that same stool every Thursday night, drinking, trying to find some 20-year-old to take them home. And then you sit there and you talk to them and they're talking about how this 20-year-old came over and stole their wallet. Or so, I mean, when do we get tired of the drama? When do we seek out more? Because, I mean, I feel like, for one, a lot of us avoid it because we have a lot of internalized conflicts. We live in a society that first doesn't affirm us as black folks. You know, we live in a society that tells us, get over it all the time. And then on top of that, being gay, I feel like it takes a lot of strength. I feel like it takes superhuman strength to move through the world as a black gay person. I really do. And if you look at some of the odds that we beat to be who we are, to exist as we do, that takes a lot of strength. But we still live in a world that, and I mean, if you look at what we internalize and what we have to deal with, if we didn't have that type of strength, I feel like a lot more of us would succumb to drugs and all the other things that do affect our community. And a lot of us do. I mean, if you want to be, I mean, there are a lot of black gay men now who do meth. And for a long time, I thought meth, oh, that's just the white boy's drug. But no, I know a lot of black gay men who do it. You know, a lot of us are addicted to sex. A lot of us are addicted to other substances. A lot of us are addicted to abuse of different types. You know, and there's nothing wrong if you like to go spend 12 hours a day up at the sex house, or what do they call them, bath houses and things like that. But there's more to life than that. And I feel like we contribute so greatly to the world. I mean, we built Broadway. If it wasn't for us in the church, a lot of churches would crumble. I mean, we contribute so wonderfully to art and entertainment and to the world and to our communities in a lot of ways. But when it comes back to our own houses and our own hearts, we don't have anything there. And that's a problem. I feel like, like I was getting back to my point, living in a world that does not affirm us as black folks or as gay folks, and then you come back to our own community where we're oppressed, again, not just as black people, but we have black folks who know what it's like to be discriminated against. You know what it's like to get pulled over by police, and you're sitting there clenching the wheel, afraid. Just all the things that we deal with as black people. We are oppressed, and then we oppress each other. We go, oh, well, you're gay. God don't love you. You can't be in my house. It's a sin. You're going to hell. I don't like gay people, and all this other ignorant shit that these Hotep brothers be out here saying, that our mothers say to our sons, that our fathers say to their sons. It's wild. And I feel like a lot of us internalize that, and I feel like a lot of us, when we see each other, I feel like we hate each other, because when you look at another black gay man, you have to confront what you are. And if you have to confront that and you hate it, how can you love it intimately? You can fuck it, because yes, we're gay men and we love other beautiful men. Some of y'all got fetishes. Some of y'all like them ugly and cheesy. You like that cheese and all that crevices. And if you like that, more power to you. I like them fine, okay? But I feel like, and then a lot of us, I feel like there was a time where you had to like go out and put effort. I mean, it's a lot of us can't remember the last time we had a 5-hour conversation on the phone with somebody we were really digging. Yes, bitch, I am a product of the 80s and 90s. Yes, I remember that, and I did it quite a bit. And I feel like when we started doing these dating apps, a lot of it went out of the window. And then for a lot of us who really never really learn what our sex is about, because there was never a gay sex ed class. A lot of y'all still don't know what y'all are doing. A lot of y'all still don't know how to prepare properly. A lot of y'all still don't know about hygiene. And I know for me, I'm just a nosy motherfucker, and I did a lot of trial and error, learning that for me, growing up in the church, learning that if you kissed a girl, you would get her pregnant. You already know what the idea about gay sex was and gay sexuality was. So I feel like a lot of us, you learn what it is, and you learn you really do love it and things like that. And a lot of us kind of go through a second adolescence. And then there are some who you just got messy ass people around you. No, you're not gonna be in a relationship that's gonna work if you got jealous ass friends who talk shit about your man and all that sort of shit. And when they're not talking shit about them, they trying to fuck them. So how can you have a healthy relationship? And I feel like a lot of us really need to get back to doing the work to really understand what love is. And not relying on love to be the thing that fixes us. Because I feel like a lot of us, if I get to this relationship, it'll make me happy, it'll fix me, it'll help me be my best self, it'll help my self-esteem. When in reality, we have to work on that stuff for ourselves before we try to get tied up with anybody else. Because y'all both can't be dragging each other down. And I feel like we just have a lot of work to do, and I really would love to see us work not just at romantic relationships, but loving each other more as a community again, because we were doing it when we were in the trenches. Whenever we in the trenches, we do it, but we haven't been in those type of trenches for a long time, and I feel like we're missing that. But I really would love for us to get back to that, because like Joseph Beam said, black men loving black men is a revolutionary act. And I do believe that applies to our straight brothers, straight on gay, gay on gay. Like, we just as men need to love each other. But as black gay men, I feel like we really need to do the work of loving each other as community and being able to sustain happy, loving, healthy relationships. I just wanted to put it out there. Please feel free to add your comments, any of that stuff. Subscribe, and thank you for listening to me. God bless you, and I hope you're well. Be safe.